Hello, ma'am. Can you see?
Yeah, I can hear. I can hear, Gauri. Hope others can hear her. Fine.
Yes, please.
Yeah, continue.
Ma'am, 1 minute.
Okay, fine.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to take a seminar on the topic balanced and imbalanced forces. Before jumping into balanced and unbalanced force, before that, what is a force? A push or pull on an object is a force. Opening or shutting of a door. Here, the action opening is determined as a pull and shutting is determined as a push. Interaction with another object. For a force to take place, an interaction with another object is necessary. The SI unit of force is Newton, whose symbol is capital N. Force has both magnitude and direction, therefore it belongs to the vector quantity. For example, a man is pushing a car with 100 Newton in forward direction. In this case, the 100 Newton is the magnitude of the force applied, whereas the forward
You're muted.
Okay, sorry. Here, 100 Newton is the magnitude of the force applied, whereas forward is the direction of the force applied. Effects of forces. First property of force is that the force may make an object move. For example, pushing a ball. Before you push a ball, for example, if you are taking a flat surface such as a table and you're pushing a ball, before you push a ball, the ball was in rest, and therefore the force can make an object move. The second effect is that the force can change the speed of an object. For example, pushing the ball again and again. Pushing the ball again and again will increase the speed of the ball. Third effect, force can change the direction of an object. For example, using a flick, the hockey player changes the direction. Many of you must have seen the sport of hockey. And you can see that the hockey player changes the direction of the ball using a flick. Fourth effect of force. Force can change the shape of an object. For example, stretching a rubber band. All these effects take place in our real lives, even though we don't pay much attention to all these. Two ways of interaction. Force can act on an object in two ways. The first way is in the unbalanced force, and second way is balanced force. When two forces act on an object in the same direction, the net force acting on it is the sum of the two forces. Whereas when two forces, when two forces act on an object in opposite direction, the net force acting on it is the difference between the two forces. Unbalanced force. When two forces act on an object are not equal, we say that they are unbalanced forces. For example, here is an illustration of unbalanced force happening in real life. This is the game of tug of war, where two teams pull each other using a rope. Here, as you can see, as I've mentioned earlier, when two forces act on an object in opposite direction, the net force acting on it is the difference between the two forces. That's what happens in unbalanced force. Here, one team exerts the force of 400 Newton, whereas the other team exerts the force of 300 Newton. And therefore, the net force acting on it is 100 Newton. Balanced force. When two forces acting on an object are equal, we say that they are balanced forces. The net force acting is always 0 in balance force. Here's the same illustration when the teams are exerting a different force. In this case, both of the teams are exerting the same amount of force. That is 300 Newton and 300 Newton. And therefore, the difference between them is 0 Newton. As in the point, the net force acting is always 0. That is really applicable to this illustration. Balanced and unbalanced force. This is the comparison between the two images that I've already shown you in balanced force and unbalanced force. The first picture illustrates the balanced force in which both of the teams exert the same amount of force. Therefore, the net force is 0. On the second illustration, it is shown that it is an unbalanced force, as one team exerts much more force than the opposite team. That is 400 Newton and 300 Newton. And when we find the difference, it is 100 Newton. Quiz. First question. Isa Jivraj.
Net force of dash force.
0. Balanced force.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, the answer is balanced force. Second question to Parvati Menon. Two friends are pushing a block. Friend A is standing on the right side while friend B is standing on the left side. The force exerted by them are 30 Newton and 50 Newton respectively. To which side will the block move?
Towards the friend B.
Yes. No. Read the question carefully.
Okay, towards
The question is, two friends are pushing a block. Therefore, the force exerted by friend B is more than the force exerted by friend A. And therefore, as it is pushing of a block, the block will move to the side of friend A, that is to the right side. Third question. Anne and Linda are exerting force on a rope whose end is with a man who is exerting a force of 150 Newton. The net force exerted by Linda and Anne are 98 Newton. Answer the following question. Lakshmi. Hello? Okay, so I'm passing the question to Shane John. Question A. If both of them exerted the same amount of force, what is the force exerted by Linda?
Can I read the question once?
If both of them exerted the same amount of force, that is 98 Newton, that is the net force, what is the force exerted by Linda?
Hello, can you wait?
Okay.
49 Newton.
Yes. The answer is 49 Newton. In this case, there are two participants, that is Linda and Anne, who are pulling a rope, who are pulling the rope, whose net force is 98 Newton. That is the force exerted by them. Therefore, as it is already mentioned that both of them exert the same amount of force, we have to divide 98 by 2. And therefore, the answer is 49 Newton. That is exerted by each of them. Question B. Abhinav Bijoy. What is the minimum net force the girl should exert more to defeat the man?
53.
Yes, you're right. The answer is 53 Newton. Thank you.
Okay, what was the last answer of the question? Minimum
53
force?
Newton.
53.
Okay, I hope others understood how they calculated and got it. Anyone have a doubt regarding that? Huh?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, very good. Congratulations, Gauri Parvati. You have given a very good questions to check their understanding and evaluating skills. Very good. Okay, so this is
Thank you,
how
ma'am.
students are supposed to be. You have to be ready to think and criticize and also to answer it. Okay.
Can you see? Hello, ma'am.
Yes, you can start.
Good afternoon to all. Today I'm here to present seminar on contact forces. Contact force. Contact forces are forces that act between two objects that are physically touching each other. Examples are a man lifting a barbell and a moving ball. What type of contact force act on them we'll discuss on the coming slides. Can anyone say what are the two types of contact force?
Muscular and frictional force.
Yes, the two types of contact force are muscular force and frictional force. So first we are going to discuss about muscular force. It is a force that results because of the action of muscles and is a contact force since there is contact between the surfaces. Muscular force is required whenever the movement of the body occurs. Strolling, lifting, getting up from a seat, crossing a leg, and so on all require muscular force. For example, a man lifting a barbell. In this, the muscular force is being applied on the barbell. Second, we are going to discuss about frictional force. It is a force that opposes the motion of an object. The force of friction always acts on the moving objects and its direction is always opposite to the direction of motion. Since the force of friction arises due to contact between surfaces, so it is an example of a contact force. For example, a ball is moving. When a ball is moving, the force of friction between the surface of the ball and the ground brings the moving ball to rest. Now you have to identify the type of contact force acting in each of the situations. Anyone can answer. Driving of a vehicle on a surface.
Frictional force.
Yes, the answer is frictional force. Kicking a ball.
Muscular force. Muscular force.
Applying brakes to stop driving vehicles.
Frictional force.
Muscular force.
The
This
answer.
is a frictional force, dear. Don't get confused with the muscular force. Okay. Here the action is stop vehicles. Okay. Because some of you have said muscular force. That's why I'm just interrupting. Continue.
Stop pedaling a bicycle.
Frictional force.
Okay.
Muscular
Muscular force.
Muscular force. Muscular force. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, congratulations to Amna and Gauri for presenting. I hope you have got it a summary of what we have learned in the last classes regarding balanced and unbalanced force. So I appreciate both of them. Both of them did very well. Give them a very good clap to both of them. Okay. Yes. So did I give the portion to non-contact forces to anyone?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. So I thought let me now start from the in your alphabetical order. Shreya, did I give you any portions? I think I have given Shreya. Shreya, yes, Manon. Can you switch on the video, please?
I'm not Shreya. It's my not Shreya, baby.
Oh, you're Shreya, baby. Okay, sorry. That is Shreya is another class. Sorry. 8. 8. Okay. Now I wanted to give Wasim. Oh, Wasim is in this class only, no?
Not in our class.
No.
Oh, where it gone then? Sorry, that is all 8C. I have taken 8C. Vaishnav? Where is Vaishnav in this class? Vaishnav? Absent. Vaishnav, can you switch on the video? Switch on the video fast. Everyone switch on the video. pressure, increasing area. Reducing pressure, increasing area.
Example.
Example. Okay, you think. I'll come back to you. You think. Okay. Next, Prachita. Give me example for reducing, increasing pressure, reducing area. Increasing pressure, reducing area. Parvati, decreasing pressure, increasing area. Prachita, increasing pressure, reducing area. Get that point. Don't know. Okay, fine. Anusha, give an example for increasing pressure, reducing area.
Ma'am, I don't know.
Don't know why, Anusha, you're not studying nowadays. What happened to you?
Ma'am, can I?
Okay.
Ma'am,
I'll
Clapping.
another one. Who is that? Abhinav Bijo.
Clap.
Can you give me?
ma'am, can you repeat those things?
Increasing pressure, reducing area. One example in our life situations.
This area.
Increasing pressure, reducing area. That means when area reduces, pressure increases. Give one example in a life situation. Hmm. What? Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Yeah, raising a book. Okay, very good. You are able to raise the book because you are applying the force with your less area of your fingers. Very good, Abhinav. Did you get that answer, Prachita, now? Can you think about and give another answer? See what Abhinav Vijay showed. He raised the book with fingers. The book is having it has a size as we compare to our hand. So, but he used the force in small area, but the book has been raised. Got it? Can you give like that some life situation, Prachita? Gauri, put down, Gauri. No.
Ma'am, taking a box.
Okay, taking a box. Only that. Any other? Okay, so okay, Prachita, thank you. Okay, Isa, give me an example for that same concept.
Kicking a ball with a toe.
Kicking a ball with a toe. Okay, very good. Did you get your toe get pain, Isa, if you kick with the toe? Okay, fine, thank you. Shane John?
Standing on
Standing on the toes. Okay, standing on the toes. Yes, correct. Okay. Parvati, did you get an idea? This is about increasing pressure on reducing area. My question to you, if area increases, pressure reduces. Opposite of this, you have to think. If more large area, less pressure. Okay.
Ma'am, moving.
Who else is giving me rising? Gavri, you wait, okay? There are so many other students, huh? They are just looking at me and sitting over there. Okay. Who will give? Apart from Gauri, Parvati, Isa has given me answer. Abna has given me answer. Carlin, can you give me the answer? Carlin Matthew.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Poking a pen in the hand.
Okay. Poking a pen. Is it my question? My question is if a area increases, pressure reduces. My question is that.
Clapping the hands.
Clapping the hands. Very good. Adityan, what was your answer, Adityan?
Standing.
Standing on a?
Standing on a.
Standing on where?
Table.
Standing on a table. Okay, standing on the floor. Okay, very good. Standing on the floor. Okay, dear. So I hope you understood that when so many examples in our school, we are wearing a bag with a broad strap. Why do we wear the bag with the broad strap?
Heavy bags in
Ah,
the
so that,
so
okay.
pressure.
That means if you wear the bags with the broad straps, what do you think? The weight on the book may not affect you much. Okay. That's it. Is this, I showed you all these things. Ice skating. We have ice skating, ice gliding. All these are an example for increasing the pressure by reducing the area. Did I show you in the last class this?
No.
No, I did not
No.
teach you. Okay. Did I show you this?
No.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why you did not answer me.
just showed about pressure. You only show one example.
Oh, only that much. Oh, sorry. Okay. I think 8B, 8C is much ahead of you. That's why you did not answer to my questions. That's why I was wondering what happened to my 8A children. Okay. Why you are not answering? So you all always answer to me the question. So these are some of the examples. Sorry for not showing, but still we can think and give me the answer for it. So this is some of the examples. Increasing the pressure by reducing the area. I don't want you to write all these things. You just point out, you just write this heading, and you only have to give me the example for it. Don't explain this. So now need of copying this also. So what is this? The example is a sharp knife. A sharp knife. You can write this as first example. You write this heading and you can write first example. A sharp knife is cutting vegetables, or cutting a vegetable, or cutting an apple. You can write any of this. Okay. So you have seen that a sharp knife, its area is very less, but it can cut the vegetables easily. Because why? Because area reduces pressure exerted by the knife on that onion or on that apple increases. Okay, that's why. Clear? So a sharp knife is cutting a vegetable. This is one example. Hope it's clear to you. Next example, you can write it out. Anthony Babu, can you read it?
Ma'am.
Read.
Increasing the pressure by reducing the area.
No needed. You only have to read that example. Okay.
The pressure on surface of the ice so that the ice melts and allowing the ice skater to glide smoothly.
So the high pressure on surface. You must have
Can you show the
seen.
last slide?
Okay. You must have seen in some of the sports channel, ice skating and ice gliding. Okay. So ice gliding can either you do with the shoes, the skating devices, or you must have seen the sportsman is having 2 sticks and they are gliding on the ice and jumping and doing so many things. So it's a entertainment sport in Latin American countries where it has got a lot of snow. Okay. So in that also, what is the speciality of that ice skating shoes and or device? The reason is that once you stand on it, because of the pressure exerted by the feet of the skater, ice started melting. So naturally, what will happen? The water on the ice started flowing. With that, the person start doing gliding. Okay, he started to glide smoothly. So this is not only that, this is the same thing. It can happen when you do the skating on the floor. We have a skating. Skating is very important in our school, you know. Even it is not necessary on the ice. Okay, even on the floor also. We have a special type of shoes to skate. So this is the same thing happening. Okay. So increasing the pressure by reducing the area. You can write ice skaters glide on ice smoothly. So this is another example for it. It's not necessary you have to learn only this. So this is some of the things I am just showing you. What's happening in our life situation, okay?
I had done ice skating.
Yeah. And you also must have seen, correct? In the Olympics, we have gymnastics in that time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lulu, mommy.
Yes,
Take
yes, yeah. So all this you just see how do they do that sport so beautifully. Another thing, balance force also is a matter, means balancing on that particular instrument. But still, you see how many diving they do, the swimmers. Yeah. So these all examples of this pressure, high pressure on reducing area. So it is not only these sports. You can write the sports. Different type of sports, especially swimming and as well as other things.
Gymnastics. More pressure in gymnastics.
Gymnastics, we have plenty of situations where we use less area, high pressure. That's why the gymnastics does lot of action. Yeah, diving,
Aerial jump, leap jump.
lip jump, so many, ring jump. Okay, then you have a platform, and then on that platform they do so many yes, that's it. Another one is very simple. What is happening in a daily life? Hammering a nail. Okay, a nail can enter into the wall or wooden box easily because of the area, the pressure exerted by the hammer on the nail is more. Okay, so that's it. Yes.
Ma'am, a nail is a metal, right?
Yeah, nail is a metal. So what is that?
So can a nail enter another metal?
No, another metal means if it is low denser than iron, it can enter. Low denser than iron. Okay. Yes.
If we put many nails and keep a balloon, it won't burst. Only one nail can burst the balloon.
Yes. That is also an example for it.
Geography.
Yeah. Yes. Similarly, nail also, if it is blunt nail, do you think it can enter into the wall beautifully?
No.
Fast? No. Okay. So even it is a nail, blunt nail also may not enter into the wall. You have to, you should have a sharp edge of it. So this is the increasing the pressure by reducing the area. Okay, dear? Yes. So these are some examples. You can see so many other examples in our life. Another, why I'm taking this, boys are so much fan of this racing car, correct? Racing car, racing bikes. So I have given you example of some adventurous sport where we use the high pressure, less area. Okay. But in our daily life, we are using a lot of example. Even I am standing on the floor. That is itself is I am exerting high pressure on the floor, on my toe, on my feet. Yeah. I am about 74 kg, but still I am standing on the floor, correct? On my small feet. Even you are sitting on the chair. So from this, what we understand that our life is not only for one gravitational force or one frictional force, something like that. There's a lot of things is there. The reason for existence of the human being in the world. Got it, dear? So these are the sum of the factors. So in physics, we are learning slowly, everything we are learning one factor separately. But our life is a mixture of all these factors. Okay, dear? Yeah. So you can just write racing a car. Why? The cars which use for racing, they will have only one tire. Have you observed the tires on the passenger bus? How many tires they have?
Six.
Six. That means they have double tires, correct? One side.
The back.
Yeah, everywhere double tires. Why? That is used to carry the passengers. But for racing car, it is the speed matters. Okay. They have to jump, they have to race it faster, they have to take turns faster. So that's why they are using very low weight tires and single tires. That's why the racers do so many actions and they won the match. Clear? Yes. Okay, dear. I think that's enough today. So next class, we will have the remaining portions. Okay, dear? Yeah.
Okay,
Majority all are present, but some of them are absent. So already some of you already given me some of the examples in the beginning about the reducing pressure, increasing area, and increasing area, reduce pressure. So make it sure that Any example will give you, you need to answer according to that. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, dear. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.